And like I was saying, and another thing I was saying is like people have to learn to think for themselves. And like I was just telling my daughter, a lot of people don't use, a lot of people, like Don Turner used to always tell me, everybody is born with a Rolls Royce brain. But most people use theirs like Pintos. A Pinto was a cheap car back in the days. And everybody's got a brain, but they don't use it. And like I was just telling my daughter, you got to understand, you're around a lot of people that don't use their brain. So when you use your brain, you're going to be looked upon as a weirdo or somebody different. But don't worry about that. But most geniuses and weirdos think differently from everybody else. Some good, some bad, but for the most part, it's good. So you just got to think out the box. And I remember, like, my mother, she did things like most mothers do. When they get mad, they say anything. And my mother used to say some hurtful shit to me, shit that I would never say to my daughter. But what that hurtful shit does is it takes away your self-confidence. It takes away your confidence and shit like that. So the minute you try to achieve a goal and you fail at that goal, you start believing in negative shit that you heard from your parents and from other people. Sit your stupid ass down. Sit your big ass head down. You just as dumb as hell. And I'm not dumb. I was bad in school. And I was bad in school because, it's the environment I grew up in. But that's how it is for a lot of people in the hood. And then every now and then you got some children that slip through the cracks. But for the most part, the school is designed to teach you is designed to give you a mediocre education. That's what it's designed for. You don't want everybody to think. You don't want everybody to think. You want people to be followers. You got the thinkers already. You got the thinkers, and they're the ones that dictate policy with other countries. But you don't want other people to be thinkers. You want people to be followers. If everybody was to think, there would be a lot of chaos going on. So you got to teach people to not think for themselves. That's how it's designed. You got to teach people to not think for themselves. You got to give these people a hocus pocus, spooky religion so they can believe in that religion and not believe in themselves. See, that's why people are getting mad at scientists for trying to create a sun or the Big Bang Theory. These people are going to do that. You got to understand, listen, the world is going to keep moving forward. And it's not for me and you, it's for the people that's coming after us. And then the people after us are going to do the same thing. The world is constantly evolving. And it's going to constantly be making science that you don't agree with. But it ain't for you and me. I'm 55. It ain't for me. It's for the children that's coming after me. All this shit that's taking place right now is not for you and me, but it's for the people after you. So your children grow up in that condition and they think it's normal. It's real simple, man. They grow up, no matter what a person believes, they want their children to grow up into that condition and it will be normal. That's the way it is. And then their children will grow up into the same thing and it'll be normal to them. That's the way it is, man. Yeah, it's real simple, man. You gotta understand, when things that you don't agree with, it ain't for you. It ain't for, the music that you listen to that you don't like, it ain't for you. It's for the youth. And then when they get older, they're gonna say the same thing you and me saying, that music sucks. When I was growing up, my music was way better than that. That's the way it is, man. That's the way it is. But back to what I was saying is, you always got to instill positive things in your children, especially these black children, because they're born at odds with the system. That's the way the system. You got to understand, race was created by Europeans. They created the race. They created race. They created the race. So they always gonna be looked upon as a bad person. They gotta always work harder than the next man. You heard that before, and it's true. Yep, because they live in the system. They live in a system where black people don't own and control nothing. I call it, we own and control we own and control half of 1%. So they gotta do it. Stop talking negative to your children. Stop calling them big headed. Stop calling them ugly. Stop calling them stupid. Stop calling them fat. Stop calling yourself these names. Like they said, stop saying these negative things to your body, because your brain don't know when you joking or playing. So you gotta always think positive. Alright, later. What's up, everybody? Hey, I just heard this guy trying to preach on TikTok. I don't understand why people like that are so into the Bible use modern technology. Why don't y'all just stick to the Bible? Why don't y'all just stick to the Bible? Why you gotta use technology if y'all so into the Bible? Where was the Bible when the dude just got shot by the cop 60-something times? Where was Jesus then? How come Jesus couldn't defend them bullets? How come Jesus allowed black people to get shot up like that? They don't allow, I mean, I just don't get it. Where's God at? Where's Jesus at? And then people feel, then black people, you gotta understand about being a black person in America. No matter what you do, especially if it's something bad, you represent black people. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. You must always remember that. No matter what you do, especially if it's something bad, and I don't care how small it is, you represent black people. It's just, it is, and that's the way society runs, and it's a society where black people don't own and control anything, especially media outlets, and people believe everything they read in the paper. So, if you know, a black man could do anything, it's gonna be put in the paper, and the paper gonna put it the way they want to put it. And you gotta understand, their whole process is to keep you down. And then I mean, like, somebody slip through the cracks and become successful, but successful making money for white people. That's the way the system is set up. That's the way school is set up. School is designed, you know, somebody said Rockefeller designed a school where they don't want people to think for themselves. Well, if they don't want people to think for themselves, they definitely don't want black people to think for themselves. Because they want black people at the bottom of everything. At the bottom of everything. That's how the system is designed. That's the way it is. And I just be saying, like, where, you know, like, where's Jesus when you need him? He's never around when you need him.